Explaining the concept of a trickle theory. This theory signifies the attempt of transferring to the lowest strata of the society. This theory ensures to reduce the income disparities in the society. Explain the concept of a trickle down theory. Theory signifies the attempt of transferring the benefit of a high growth rate of national incomes to the lowest strata of society. Trickle down the theory. This theory ensures to reduce the income disparities in the society. Income disparities. Income disparity. Distortion theory attempt of transferring the benefit of a high growth rate of national income to the lowest strata for the consolidated fund. The expenditure of the government is incurred from the consolidated fund. Consolidated fund and no amount can be withdrawn from the consolidated fund and no amount can be withdrawn from the fund without authorization of the parliament. All expenditure of the government incurred from the consolidated fund incurred withdrawn from the fund, the consolidated fund. Actually, consolidated fund government, it includes all government revenue, loans, rest, government revenue, and recovery of loans granted, loan raised, government revenue. It includes the constituted fund, government revenue, debt, loan raised, recovery of loan granted, meaning of capital output ratio. Actually, capital output ratio. Actually, capital output ratio means the quality of capital which is used to produce the one unit of output any commodity. Is used to produce one unit of output any commodity, any goods, one unit of output. Quality of capital which is used to produce capitals. Quality of capital which is used to produce one unit of output of any commodity. So inversely proportional to the efficiency of any productions. Inversely proportional to efficiency of any production যদি increase capital output ratio production যদি increase ହେବ one unit output of any commodities capital called capital which is used to produce one unit of commodity out of the output of any commodity efficiency of any productions. What is the offshore currency market? Offshore currency market. Offshore currency market is a market in which currency are bought and sold. Currency are bought, sold. It is to be distinguished from a financial market where currency are borrowed and lent. Currency bought, কিনা and sold. Currency market. It is to be distinguished from a financial market. It is distinguished from a financial market where currency is borrowed and lent. Financial market where currency are borrowed and lent. Offshore market. Currency market is a market. Offshore currency market where currency are bought and sold. It is distinguished from a financial market where currency are borrowed and lent. What is forward currency market? A forward currency market is that which locks in the practice at which an entity can buy or sell a currency on a future date. Entity can buy or sell a currency on a future date. Locks in the price at which an entity can buy sell currency market. Forward currency market. Locks in the price at which entity can buy or sell a currency on a future date. Entity can buy sell a currency on a future date. What is hundi? Currency market is which locks in the price. What is hundi? Hundi. Hundi refers to legal financial instruments enclosed on the Indian subcontinent. Hundi refers to legal financial instrument enclosed on the Indian subcontinent. These are used in trade and credit transactions. Legal financial instrument enclosed on the Indian subcontinent. They were used in trade and credit transactions. Used in trade and credit transactions. Remittance instruments for the purpose of transfer of the funds from one place to another. Indian subcontinent. Finance instrument. These were used in trade and credit transactions. Remittance instrument for the purpose of transfer of funds from one place to another. Only. Legal finance instrument. It was in the Indian subcontinent. Hundi. Legal financial instrument. These were used in trade and credit transactions. Remittance third instrument. Credit transactions. Transfer of fund from one person to another. Laffer curve. Laffer curve represents the relation between the total tax revenue. Laffer curve. Actually, Laffer curve, which is the relation between actually Laffer curve, relation between total tax revenue and corresponding tax rate. Total revenue and corresponding tax rate. It suggests that there is an optimum tax rate which minimizes tax revenue. There is an optimum tax rate. Tax rate which minimize कर दबो maximize the tax revenue बढ़ दबो. Tax rate. Whole Laffer curve. This curve is given by American economy professor Arthur Laffer. Laffer. Relation between the total tax revenue corresponding tax rate. Total tax revenue maximize your tax revenue when optimum tax rate or highest tax rate. For the Nifty and the Nifty Junior. Nifty is an index of a price of a group of 50 stocks listed in the NSE, National Stock Exchange. Nifty, Sensex, Bombay Stock Exchange, Sensex, group of 50 stocks, NSE, index price. Nifty is the index of a price of a group of 50 stocks. Nifty Junior is an index comprised of the next run of 50 most liquid stocks. Nifty Junior is an index comprised of a next run of 50 most liquid stocks. After Sensex Nifty, Sensex and Nifty, Sensex Nifty. Trickle down theory is high growth rate and actually trickle down theory. Actually, trickle down theory means trickle down theory. Trickle down theory is attempt of transferring benefit of high growth rate of a national income, high growth rate to the lowest strata of a society. The answer to reduce the income disparities in the society. Actually, attempt of transferring the benefit of the high growth rate economy, the transferring of the benefits income to the lowest category of society income transfer of the benefits of high growth rate national income high growth rate national income high growth rate of the national income so transfer benefits the lowest strata of the society lowest strata aim of social forestry what is the social forestry actually social forestry social forestry has not been implemented extensively. Corruption and misuse of the fund which is for the purpose of social forestry. Actually, some of the weakness of the program. The lack of information among the people and ignorance regarding social forestry program. The lack of information among the peoples and ignorance regarding social forestry. In many states, there are unsatisfactory activities. Unsatisfactory activities regarding social forestry. Social forestry. Information among the people ignorance regarding the social forestries. And in many states there are unsatisfactory activities. Social forestry. Corruption and misuse of the fund which is for the purpose of social forestry. Illegal tree cuttings. Social forestry.